On Erangel, only the 39, which I think was actually drastically improved with that last game that you mentioned. Prior to that, it was looking a little worse for wear. So this is very much their comfort territory. Only 2 games here on Miramar, though, to touch on today. So not as much time to play with as what we had on Erangel. Other teams to keep an eye on for this map. Cerberus have been good. Theraton 5 have been good. MSC Chonburi have been a little bit better here as well onto Miramar. So those are probably the 4 performing teams on this map thus far. Yep. That's not to say that it won't change heading into, obviously, next week. But yeah, I think particularly in the case of Daytrade, who have been the best Miramar team so far in PCS7, which was also the case, by the way, in PCS6, NGE. And so you do tend to see a bit more of a clump of teams. There's normally like maybe 2 or 3 more teams on this part of the map than there ordinarily would be. Good shot from KM99. Diane goes down. And it looks like it's going to be the 2-man breach. Neil T, he's got a great shot to start it off, though. It's just Izzy now on his own. You talk about 2-man breach. It's a 1-man now. I guess they do have Lyrics to come over as well and help out, but...
With an M16, though, it's probably not ideal. I think I'm back in Neil T on the shotgun with a high ground stab position. So Lyrics, and what a swing though from Zapnix. So NG gone, last place. They didn't even last 3 minutes on Miramar.
Just amount, but the ones that he did get were really important. And for Sololzi here against Theraton 5, no less, this could be a huge position with the DBS.
Yeah, just had a look, by the way.
Oh, he's been found!
Nordra, an MVP back in Series 4, so it was a while ago, as Pat Blong does get the kill onto Sololzi. Not ideal for Cerberus. It's like it didn't even hit him.
Yeah, JN, he's just going to keep that pressure up, isn't he? He'll push forward. Mirage, he's able to get the info. He's able to calm this across. He's probably saying, yeah, look, they're pushing.
There it is.
And Insight takes the peak nicely, but there's more Icarus players.
Oh, what a nade!
And that nade is huge from AT. So, Icarus really ruining the hopes and dreams of Team Bliss.
Yeah. And Mirage
Bryn
is dead.
can't do anything about it. Yeah, Mirage and Insight are
They're both dead.
I think we can say.
It's almost like Bryn's just trying to get exit frags here and see if he can get anyone from Icarus that maybe tries to overpeak, overextend. Edie will actually almost try and take that kill away from Icarus, but no, they earned it. Honestly, JN earned it.
Looks like he's still on the move. The rest of Origami Orangutans are hanging around. I mean, Belmoth has held his fire, and now Akita is, unfortunately, not quite going to be able to get away from that one. It looked like it was going to be okay. It looked like Belmoth missed his shots, but not the case anymore, that's for sure. The double headshot, and then 1 or 2 more into FP. He's a man on a mission.
Along with Cerberus, Team Bliss would have been sitting very happy had they had all 4 players alive. They went for the 2-2 split, can't fault them. If we've been saying that they've been sort of passive, well, that's a more aggressive play, and you have to sort of back that in. It just didn't work this time around. Orangutans on the rotation, both through Icarus and from the future, and they get through unscathed. Rain took a bit of damage, but he survives. They lost the play, of course, earlier in Akita, but not a bad little rotate for the Orangutans, and they get to a good bowl position too.
Ooh, Rip is going to have to get picked up by Rain. Never mind, they're actually going to stop there. Yeah, I mean, an early rotation from Origami Orangutans. We'll see whether or not that does end up working out for them. They, I would say, are a little prone to getting just breached in that kind of position, or someone's going to drive past them and fire a couple of shots in.
Great circle, though, for Theraton 5. Second place to the moment, 19 points behind Cerberus, and they get a big circle feed on their compound. It's largely one of the only ones left. I think EA might still have a bit of cover. Same with MS Chonburi, but nothing as good as T5. Mad Dog goes down to the Molotov of Canaxi. He'll confirm he's down and get the kill. And then ED will get rid of CJ and AAP. Their woes continue here on day 3. Ninja goes down. That's not ideal. And then the nade, the follow-up as well. Ranger X just pushing out of the compound. T5 so aggressive, even when they've got the defensive positions. 5 kills. Monty. And now the push onto Monty and Bryn. Bryn cooks a good nade. Monty drops down from the heavens, lands a good couple of shots. The nade to follow up. It actually gives a team nade. Bryn has landed it onto Monty. Salvages it though by getting the kills. With a bit of help, Monty got the first 2. Bryn got the last 2, including Monty. I think they might be safe there for a little bit. MS Chonburi do have somewhat of an angle, but it's I think, manageable. Otherwise, they'd be dead by now. That nade just a little bit short of Sophia, who pulls up and just sprays down Sapnix with a bit of help from Shen. And Shen will obviously go and get that kill and get that down confirmed onto Sapnix.
Very, very favorable for them. But my main point here is, again, Theraton 5 look like they're going to have a good game. Never mind. There's some more shooting to talk about. Rip goes down pretty cheaply. But Theraton 5 look like they're going to have a good game. Problem is, Cerberus are also hanging on.
Yeah. And Cerberus are actually making a bit of a move. You can see them in the minimap. They've actually moved up closer towards MS Chonburi.
And they're not too far away. We've only got 9 teams left.
Yeah, and of those 9, well, yeah, you've got the large majority of the top 5, top 6 still alive. Nice little one-for-one trade. Decent, at least from Julio, to get the down onto Shen, who's been such a big performer for SGD. Rather quiet game for SGD, and now you lose one of your star players and trying to just deal with the player inside of a heart. I mean, this has got to be a little bit cleaner from them if they are to be contesting in this particular match. They have to push forward, phase 6, not inside of the circle at the moment. Trying to just get this Molotov into the building. They just can't. It's simple PUBG. Molly's nades into the hut. Come on, guys. It's got to be a bit quicker and cleaner. And they're going to get punished for a bit of time wasting as well. There is that nade, but it took a little bit too long in the end. So MS Chonburi go out in 9th on the bubble. That means we've got our final 8 teams for placement points in this game. 6 kills for Buriram. Turning it on here on Miramar, where they've generally struggled, taking some of their Erangel form over to the Sandy Desert.
E-Arena are being a real thorn in the side, literally, of Buriram, but not actually being able to find any knocks. And obviously, Buriram continues to walk their way forward.
It might happen. Cerberus down to the 3 players, but they're getting placement points into the top 5 now. Canaxi spots him. Yeah, I mean, Buriram are just the kings of that, aren't they? Full credit to Bliss, to Bryn, to Monty. Not only are they no longer team bottom, but they're right back in it in terms of points going into the next game. Not that far away from the Expendables and AAP. It is a bit of daylight at the end of the tunnel for them. Buriram, though, Jordan, they've struggled on Miramar, but they are showing face here. 9 kills. They've got the healthiest list. 4 players up. Everyone else is 3 or 2.
They kept all 3 players alive. Somehow they walked their way into this.
He's just spotted both of them. He's picked up. He gets 2. Oh, you just can't be standing still. Beautiful movement from Buriram this game. They played the circle perfectly. The edge is their oyster. Simon T loitering above Canaxi, though. This could be the thorn. And I think it will be. He's got no idea that Simon T's right behind him. So Canaxi probably falls here, unless barring an absolute amazing flick 180. He'd have to hit it, and he doesn't. Simon T will catch his prey. Cheeksing trying to fire a few shots back the other way, but Canaxi nowhere near the rest of the team. And now it's about to be a 3v3 with Cerberus.
I mean, I think Cerberus is really the big problem here for Buriram. They're obviously quite close by to one another. The nades are getting tossed across. That one! The second, a little bit of damage onto him as I thought it was going to roll in the correct area. But Nordrop, he's going to continue tossing those flashes. Edie's getting the better of him as he's dropped to Tycon, though. And it's Nordrop. 1-on-1 against Tycon. He sees him, but he doesn't. It was on his screen, but he did not see him. And Tycon got the first shots off. Simon T and Zest, they could still win this game. GE, could they do it? Do a PMA?
It has that same kind of thought, but Tycon, he's been basically one of the MVPs of this tournament so far. He gets Zest, and he forces a 1v1 with Simon T. Cerberus, they have not had a win for what feels like a lifetime. You have to go back to the 4th round on day 1.
This rotation's really good from Simon, but I think Tycon's read it. He's looking in that direction. He's probably even seen him. The flashes are insane. They're landing on top of his head.
He's got one more.
He's got more.
He's got more.
Just shoot him, bro.
No, just keep flashing him to death. He'll die to the blue. Oh, Simon's played that perfectly.
Oh, my God.
Simon says, let's throw flashbangs, and Simon follows through. Genius Esports with the dub, with the chicken dinner. A bit of a strange one, Jordan, but hey, a win is a win for Genius Esports. Their first win as well for PCS7 Apac.
Tell you what, Tycon better go to Specsavers after that one and get an eye test, because I don't think they're going to be working for the next couple of